Yeah. And in terms of how the smokes work, the fact that Team Liquid are running the Omen gives them much more opportunity to increase tempo sometimes. With Paranoia pushes on defense, you can control a main with that.
Fuzz and Stax back when they were on Vision Strikers. So things a bit different this go around, but it's awesome to see some of the old heads. That's
straight into it. Izu off to the races, able to find Miniboo. Wayne at the same time, taking down Meteor. So kill going to be found on the extremities of both of the sites. But Purpo and Wayne doubling up here as Buzz and Izu now going to be struck down. Nats getting himself involved, and now it's just Stax. Sheriff in hand has been good with it, but not today, not on this round. Team Liquid very quickly take the opening pistol.
That's a big one for Team Liquid because T1 was really good on pistols, especially when they got better guns in hand and try to take some longer range fights. This time around, just a little bit of a mid push. Wayne trying to use the wall somehow.
For some damage there, sees the entry from the Jet. Camo here at back sight, will be able to take down Buzz, but does eat a good amount of damage. Purpo there, covering fire, able to find Meteor. Stack's gonna be able to pack one as Wayne will fall, but this widely should go the rest of the way for T1, but Stax again, last one standing. Does have a recovered weapon in his hand, has to go for the reload as he tucks away. Swing of the pillar, headshot bound. It would be an ace clutch, and one of Monsters wanted that. So they're gonna face together, but Stax isolating and destroying! An ace to tie it up! Stax! What an unbelievable clutch!
You have got to be kidding me!
It's astounding.
He has just been getting better and better. The beginning of kickoff for Stax was so rough.
Team Liquid needs to hit the ground running. They do so with the pistol, but they end up jamming us. Stick right into the spokes of their bicycle. Falling over as Meteor now trying to take this opening contact, but Miniboo, okay. On for his own, finds 2 kills as Buzz will fall. Munchkin able to recover the weapon. Juggling these back, getting him passed over. Spray takes Camo down low, 34 HP, Stax at risk. The drone gonna be going through, and Munchkin dead. Camo finds Stax, and oh boy, they're right back on the bike. And this time it's T1 eating the pavement, flat on their faces. Izu similarly needing an ace, as we are already into chaotic territory. Double stack set up around that corner. Izu gonna take the time to grab the orb, wants to get even closer to that dimensional drift. Grabs up the weapon, they'll hear the swap, but of course the spike is still a world away. And clearing all these angles is impossible. Still does well to get the one, but it's gonna be a MasterCard thrifty for Team Liquid to trade it right back.
And there you go, this is exactly what you're gonna get from Team Liquid in some of these rounds, especially on an eco. They're gonna wanna just stack up and hit the gas. And Miniboo, that is a beautiful flash to set him up too. Meteor tries to go wide, and Miniboo's having none of it. Yeah, and the timing there off of the back of the drone.
Nice, let's go!
Here we go, Buzz. Big entry coming up here, but they're gonna hold the ult, it looks like.
They're winning forward, not sure if we get the spot on the way, but either way, drop down off of the box, and Buzz turns back to be able to find that opening kill. Up and over the top of the half wall, Izu finds Camo, and I think it might be happening. Plant now to come in, Stax, there is no deep flank. If he can get out onto a wide angle, that Hunter's Fury is open season. 2 weapons now recovered, Miniboo getting tagged. Trying to walk his way forward, but he's playing up close with this outlaw in hand. Well, Buzz just trying to continue to disguise this position at the wall. The swing in though, Buzz will be taken down. Purple with the elimination. Izu still just staying quiet, gone on red. Looks for the first, finds it, gets the second for the 3K, and the readjust for the 4th. As the pendulum swings, T1 ties it up 2-2.
Izu has been incredible as of late, and his patience pays off. Buzz, a beautiful entry. That's exactly what you're gonna need here for T1. That selfless dive play, getting that first kill. It's gonna be the danger man is Wayne.
Recon at the ready, Camo skirting forward, getting closer and closer. Trying to set up this 50-50 angle perhaps. Stars now being placed, looking for the concuss on the corner, the push coming in. Wayne able to hold his own for one, but Buzz turns back, finds that elimination. Now Camo needing to try to hold the line, but no, Purpo arrives at Arch, just finds Buzz, and it's just Meteor left to his own devices. The trade backs shall continue until morale improves as Team Liquid will get themselves a third round win.
They're going to be ready for this mid push out. This is pacey.
Well, Meteor has been identified here all alone, isolated and picked apart. Minibu finding the kill, and now Team Liquid very well know what is going on. It's just T1 putting themselves forward onto the B site. 4v5 at the post plant, and Camo does have that ultimate available. Hunter's Fury's gonna come in, gets the first hit. Munchkin getting tagged up, now at risk, just dancing around the pillar, but cannot escape. Nowhere to go. Meanwhile, two players playing from arches. Izu finds the timing, turning back and catching Wayne off guard.
Stax in danger here. Is he going to be ready?
Oh, no, not at all. That's now striking in from behind. Now it's just down to Buzz and Minibu. Arriving at the spike, turns back, gets himself the 3K, and at long last, the team will be able to win 2 rounds in a row.
So actually, you know, this might just be also a tempo, a getting used to the pace. Here we go. Buzz knives out.
Meteor gets himself on the board. Solid kill on the Nats. Buzz trying to go for the entry. Little reposition. Camo gets himself back orange. And as the smokes bloom, he'll swing around. Does end up getting tagged by that drone. So for now, T1 have the site open enough to get a plant going. Still that Hunter's Fury in the back pocket. Surely Stax remembers how to use it. As Izu, yeah, it's a real thing. It's a real guy. Finally finds the kill. Stax whittled away at down to 20. Meteor now going to be taken out of the equation. Thrifty, the odds of closing this one out starting to dwindle for T1. The 3v4 in this post plant, the stun coming through, but Buzz with the knives is able to find himself a second kill. Updraft, looking for it, dashes away. The chase coming in though, and Minibu hounds him down. Munchkin now last one standing to try to make a go of this. The 1v2, a Sheriff in hand, Snakebite delays. Wayne now getting onto the spike, trying to hold it up to half. The swing coming in, and Munchkin just cannot align it. Minibu, another big multi-frag round for him.
Great timing.
Now you have an operator online. First round for that, so a bit of a change up and something that they're gonna have to be concerned about. But for now, Nats holding his door, turns the pop flash, and mows them all down! Holds the door, gets himself 3, and T1. They are stuck up creek without a paddle. As Minibu on the prowl, swinging around from behind, looking for the kill, and Stax will be able to shut him down. How are you meant to get your way back into a winning position? You are not, unless Stax pulls another ace out of his rear. He'll just be good for another kill. And Team Liquid now get up to 6.
It's only a matter of time with Nats before he shows up in one of those tricky positions where you least expect him. And he once again tucks in right outside of the smoke, and nobody checks it. Oh boy. You throw in the Cosmic Divide there too. That makes that much worse.
Drone forward, Stax spotting out Minibu. Doesn't get the tag though, so these players in elbow not really able to play off this, and now they have a drone going their way that they have to be concerned about. Izu trying to clear it. Minibu.
Oh.
I don't think he had information on Buzz, but he just gets to turn fast enough. Overdrive into the zap down. Izu gone. That's both duelists now dead. T1 are struggling. They both lobbed in, Stax on the swing, will be able to find that kill at range with the stinger, but Purpo lurks forward, gets himself underneath the pillar in mid. Meteor gets caught completely off guard. It leaves now just Stax and Munchkin. Latter, which has not gotten themselves on the board yet in this map, will do so now, taking down Nats for his first kill. 2v3 suddenly starts becoming a little bit more profitable, and they're going to be committing the pit into this one as well. Not the greatest weapon for the Viper, though, as he's going to look maybe for a timing here. Paranoid up into the corner, just tucked away. The push is coming through, trying to play it patiently. And my God, Munchkin finds one, tucks out immediately, but wasn't able to find a second kill. But now they have to go hunting. They have to try to clear him out. Flash, he just fully eats this thing. It takes a little while, but Camo eventually is able to find it. Does he have the shock dart set up? Knows that he needs to try to isolate this. Will just go in for it, but it's already held up to half. Cannot find him with the second, cannot get him with the third. Stax has his work cut out for him now. Trying to isolate, gets the diffuser, but cannot get them the round win. Close but no cigar. Team Liquid lock up a lead at the half. This goes in for the Hunter's Fury and only finds the one tag. Unfortunately, it's just a little bit too late. Maybe some miscommunication and apprehension about whether or not they wanted to try to invest that second ultimate in. They do. They pay the iron price for it.
Like this from T1, taking your space quickly. At least get into the post plant. Still got to worry about that op though. Mini boot. Great angles to use.
Oh, and Izu's just dead right there, center pyramids. Solid cleanup, looking for another, and sees Buzz, but Buzz punching back just a little bit faster. Finds the headshot, so up on the floor. Drone will get the spot, he repositions. Sliding away, but Wayne maybe a little bit closer than he could anticipate, but yep, the flash in, plays it in beautifully. So Munchkin's able to find one Meteor now going to be taken down. Munchkin gone, and just Stacks once again asked to be the hero. A 1v3, and Camo's got him dead to rights. Clean shot.
And it's just phenomenal stuff from Liquid.
Maybe we'll hear the comms, and Nat's just like, I don't even need this. Here you go. I'll give you a freebie. See if you can still try to win around.
I don't think Nats is that generous. But maybe.
He is that ruthless. Once again, fadeaway coming through. Mini Boo looking to try to pre-fire the smoke. Through the dart. It's going to be Wayne holding close, able to find the kill on a Buzz, but Munchkin with that Guardian in hand, storming forwards, able to find two, and Stacks gets a piece of the pie as Purple will be taken down. 4-2. Cash plenty. Do they try to make a go of this? Do they just back away? They do have Izu and Stacks who are critically close to getting those ultimates back online. So they are going to try to play this one forward, and Meteor going to be taken down. Camo able to just get a quick turn, and Izu will get out of dodge. It's Camo walking through the wall. Just 6 HP to try to be the difference maker, but Stacks will just pop up and say, how do you do? Cleans up the kill, and T1 will now break the win streak. 4 players at the mid doors as Camo goes sprinting out once again, immediately investing this ultimate, trying to see what info he can gather. And now Munchkin is under fire and taken down. He's not going to find that much damage on the mini-boo. As T1 now completely surrounded on all fronts. Main position will be abandoned, but they don't know that, so have to be wary about it. As the swing comes in, Camo immediately has the shutdown. Gorgeous shot from him. Stacks opening up with the Hunter's Fury, able to find Purple, looking for a little bit more, but Camo is still taking names. Meteor eliminated Buzz now. Here with his long-term teammate, trying to be the difference makers as they get one apiece. The knives come out, but it doesn't matter. Stacks, another massive round for him. But seeing Stacks at the top of the standings is certainly not a great indicator.
It's not for T1, no. You don't want to see Stacks there. You want to see Izu, Meteor, those two in particular. Going to be doing a lot of the heavy lifting. Quick entry here for Mini Boo. Slide across.
For a catch, and Izu will be able to outdo him in the end. Meteor, clean tap. That's exactly what we're talking about. He's going to be looking for some more, but Buzz will take it away.
Spike down A.
This is great for T1. Just winning some big battles. Meteor so clean on that first shot. Nats his turn up to bat.
Spike still out in the open. Meteor shifting over, getting tucked away into that cubby. Stacks ready to counter swing. Purple catching a glimpse, seeing the enemy jet. The scale forward comes in, and Nats cannot get the flick across. So a flawless pistol for T1 to try to jumpstart the engine.
Surely not.
This is poultry.
It is.
A very light buy.
Extremely. Especially on this map, you know, you've got such long ranges to work with. Okay, sure, why not, Munchkin?
Finds one. Needs a lot more of it, though, and we'll be able to fish for a little bit of damage on a mini-boo. Spike planted for Team Liquid, however. Like to try to clear things out around the back, and Izu has that Marshall in hand, puts it to use as Nats gets taken down. Double stack within the smoke. Now going to be taken out, and Munchkin, what in the hell? Fastest hand in the West. Just suddenly massacres 3 players. And it's going to be a flawless follow-up to a flawless pistol. And T1 are now 2 rounds away.
Oh, and they're just swimming in cash. Thanks to the gunslinger here.
Oh, my.
Woo! After that big round. So this gets interesting for Team Liquid.
Looking for the entry, fast lane. Set up, Mini-Boo. Sliding his way in, but Stacks finding a timing. Peeks out of the smoke, is able to find one. Izu at the same time taking down Wayne, but not before Buzz gets eliminated. Fish a little bit harder, eventually are rewarded. The Sova now gone. as Isu had control of A main, but actually just TPs back across, and now he's quite far away. Meanwhile, Meteor is trying to flush Nats out of this position, and he cannot. Holds the bridge, drops down, challenges out towards Sands. Isu will be able to take him out, so a 2v2. T1, they still have to clear a multitude of angles to try to figure out where these remaining players are.
Not much time to work with.
No, it's getting away from them here a bit. Munchkin, the dodge out on the relay bolt, but the time seems like it's already going to be gone, and there's the kills coming through. So Team Liquid able to deny the bonus conversion. Junior just pulling back away. TP forward from Camo. Quick spot out. Nibu fearlessly charging forward, taking this space. At backside, Pop Flash going to be sent out. The drag across is going to be found. Isu and Meteor both fall. Stacks just slowly creeping out towards safety. Call to save may very well have already been made, but they're not going to be able to retain too much of anything as Buzz joins him 6 feet under. Just Munchkin, maybe to try to go for some exits if he wants to hold on to the judge. Get tucked away alongside the doors. See if anyone falls for the trap, but it seems like the answer is going to be no. Waiting for timing. Going for the peak. Goes in a little bit deeper, sends at the shot, but it's going to go wide. Now it's getting chased down. Just little movements, skirts out towards safety, but is tagged up to all hell. 11 HP remaining. Now Meteor on an island, isolated and picked apart. Wayne able to find that kill. An explosion, death comes in. Purple able to find Buzz. Minibu takes down Stacks. And it is just Munchkin still sprinting over to try to do anything. He'll clean up one. He'll get the enemy IGL, but he is not getting this round. Minibu happily takes the off, and he will put them down with it. 12-6, Team Liquid.
He is just breaking ankles, and T1 can't keep up with the pace, can't keep up with the speed. And it's an accoutrement of weapons, and of course Nats wants to grab the Outlaw.
Everybody vulnerable to it. It's Isu, the first to fall. Purple collecting that kill. The scouting continues, Shorty in hand. Meteor is tucked here within the smoke, is looking for the kill. Will be able to find the one, but cannot get any follow-ups. Nats flushes him out with the Shorty. 3v3 as the dust settles and the spike gets planted. Wayne finds a headshot, falls low on HP, but still gets the better of Buzz. Tag reveals the reposition, he drops down. Now he's going to be sending out the ult. Munchkin able to find the one, Stacks through the kill on the Purple, and it seems like maybe yet still some fight here for T1, but Wayne, can he make it happen? Just enough around the corner to not be able to get the shots through. Stacks will continue to excel for T1.
Potentially difficult if you get into the post plan here with Nats having the pit too, and it's just Munchkin alone.
Once again, the try to delay, pushing forward, getting spotted, and Nats is the one to collect his head. Isu here, looking to try this back, and what a flick to find Minibu. Hunter's Fury able to find Nats at the same time, but Purple still here, still fighting. Tries to keep them in this to bring this map to an end, but as the smoke dissipates, Buzz will be able to collect it. Now it's all on Camo, 40 HP and a dream that he will have to carry over into the next round. What a play from Isu to find those 2 kills. Fight gonna be lobbed in, just double walk from the duelist of T1 over towards Elbow. Minibu again, just disrespecting this util at the front. Oh yeah, caught a glimpse, finally registered it. Now looking for the kill, gets the headshot through the wall. Munchkin, still somehow alive, manages to fight back for a kill on a Camo. Push out of the smoke, Bud's gonna be taken down. Isu only able to find the one, and now it's a player disadvantage as Stacks will fall. Nats on that late lurk, catches him off guard, and Meteor would basically need to double his kill score to keep them going. The spot him to one, a clip onto Wayne's head, a pounce of the poison orb that didn't go exactly where he wanted, but it's gonna be a pit to bloom forward. Ring around the rosy, catching a glimpse, but opening up with the shots, and now he gives away his position, and Wayne is encroaching. The kill is found. The map now finished. Team Liquid taking down T1 here, 13-8 on Breeze.
Yeah, this neon aggressive style for Team Liquid.
9-9 on the neon.
Who would have thunk it? Look how good he played, Sideshow.
Yeah, he was fantastic. He really was. I think, you know, you just see it. Give a little more, take us to map 3.
Yeah, you were talking about it before, why Meteor dropped -13 across that map. So it was a rough showing for a player who we consider to be a superstar.
Against Nongshim when they were able to beat them on this map. One of the other things that they did, besides what the desk was mentioning, is shotguns. And oh boy, Munchkin.
Oh, he is in such a bad spot. Izu here to try to peel back some of that pressure, but the entry swiftly coming through, and Miniboo continues where he left off, just running him down, and instantly 3 kills found. A right of the rope, Meteor will be able to find a shot onto Nats, and Stacks again asked to do so damn much! Comes away with 3, and suddenly it's just Purpo. Stacks weak, there on the swing, looking for the kill, finds it, Meteor swings in from behind. And T1 will get the opening pistol here on split as Stacks continues to wear the cape.
I mean, it's a blast from the past to see Stacks playing like this, for sure, but I'm still concerned for T1. It's still them giving up the site easily. It's their anchor players getting run over. Yes, there were hero rounds on Breeze. It's gonna cut that off from our vision. Hello?
Yeah, just walking through it, it's fine. Shot across, one into the chest, and little exit gonna be coming through. Wayne able to find the one, Miniboo eventually confirming the kill. Munchkin gonna be taken down, and his force buy is completely catching T1 off guard on this site. 3 to 5, barely any damage suffered by the players on Liquid. T1 might just have this round get away from them, but Wayne will fall. Meteor able to find the one. Swing in, spot onto Purpo. Still wary about a potential swing in from below. Stack's gonna be pinned into the corner. Meteor looking to try to isolate them. Has him taken low. Tucks back away. Izu scaling. Miniboo tucked in behind the box. They get the read, they get the exit. Izu like a thief in the night, but the damage is dealt. Look at the HP bars, and Izu still quite far away. The swing in, the headshot found now. A 1v1, still an outlaw, and the time getting away from him. Miniboo has the upgrade. The drop down, the flash not finding anything. The round is already over. Izu will get the kill, but cannot get a win. And he cannot escape either. Red Bull clutch, Team Liquid, tying it up 1-1.
It's on the A side, though, for T1. So the effective bonus for Team Liquid. Still a lot of firepower.
They're in though. Flash is connecting, Munchkin gonna be taken low, but Nats does not get this read. Meteor gonna be taken down at the same time, and Munchkin doesn't manage to find a follow-up. The judge just not quite hitting right, as it's just Izu being seeked. An operator in hand that needs to be retained.
Dodge this, however, he's taking a pause. This is gonna give an opportunity here for Miniboo potentially.
Swinging in on the approach here from behind. Izu not lending credence to this at all until the last moment. Turns back, is able to find the one, but they can continue throwing bodies at this problem. Will do so, but Izu for now holding his own. It seems like Camo not looking to give him a final. Knows that he would be one away from having that dimensional drift online.
Pushes down the extremities, down the lanes.
This is a buy if I've ever seen one. Be clear, the Trailblazer, big reveal off the haunt from Stacks. But all the same, can't do much to try to stop him, but Izu okay. Lines up 2 for a collat. Wayne and Nats will both fall. Buzz pushing, chasing, buckying. Camo will fall. Weapon now going to be recovered. The push out of the smoke. Meteor eventually is able to find the headshot. Spike planted, and that leaves Purpo to his own devices. Flash sent towards screens. Another one up close, but Munchkin just free fires the angle. And that will be T1 peeling back a round win.
Yeah, and this is a great round. You're able to get the read on the direction that Team Liquid is going to go, and you're able to get that op into place. Even though you can't find the initial shot, the follow-up off of the TP for Izu is good for the collat. And that's the kind of things that you're going to need to start implementing here as T1. You need to be evasive. You need to be willing to retreat and play for those retakes, or try to find your timings to, disrupt their plants. Oh, right through the fast lane. Beautiful for Nats. For Team Liquid.
Ready to use the overdrive. Yep, sends it out now. Quick peel away from Meteor. Push out into Stacks' open arms. Able to find it, but does he anticipate this second layer? Wayne now scaling forward, gets the jump. As Buzz out in the mid, able to find Nats, taking down that enemy Viper. Spike still in hand over at A main. It's a player advantage to T1 for the moment. It's Wayne trying to explore over towards Mail. Gives it a quick check, and there's the drop down, and Stacks. It's a nice how do you do. Purple now once again, last one alive.
He's gonna at least get the plant, get himself closer to Seekers.
Stacks pushes forward from here. There's an opportunity to isolate. Sends out the Trailblazer. Checks around, making just sure that elbow is cleared. It's a winnable position. Still just have that operator in hand for Izu. Fowler scouting, nothing spotted. Only the Haunt now up and over the top, gonna be cleared out. They know that he's back map. Here on the site, the Prowler to get cleared out, and he gets flushed into the open. Stacks the sprint to try to recover the operators, the fuse. Wayne not gonna play out of this one, just plays back, and for now the site is theirs. Liquid able to get set up for the post point. They do have that pit, and it's going to be invested. Completely cutting off that screen's access. Showstopper is available for Buzz. First, they have to try to make it past this Omen. The push going to be coming through, and Meteor's just not ready for it. Wayne now with a free upgrade. Sends the Paranoia across towards screens. Buzz sends out the ultimate, lobs it in. Purple going to get caught. 1-for-1, but still trying to play into the pit. Nat's being spotted. Eventually flushed out. Stacks able to collect the kill. Munchkin, the op scooped up, finds Camo. It's a player advantage for the side of T1. And now it's just Miniboo here in heaven. Slides across, sees not on it, trying to fish for the shots, and Munchkin swings around the back, but it ends up going wide. Miniboo seized in position. Rotates over, the fuse is already there. T1, thriving in the chaos, manage to steady themselves, and they get the round win as well as the lead.
He is playing so well, keeping himself alive on that A site. As that solo player, you cannot credit him enough with what he's doing for T1 on this map.
Quick clear, the dog is saturate, lobbed in, up towards B heaven. TP forward, and Munchkin ready for it, gets the punish, and they're just getting picked apart on entry. Camo now, last one standing, but given the economy, likely is going to have to just sit back. We'll stop it from being a flawless at the very least, can make this hurt a bit. Try to slow down the massive cash flow that T1 currently have. Weaker buy, they end up investing so many ults on top of it. To not be able to find the round win, it's being quite costly. So T1 for the moment.
They're going to try to gum up mid. Getting a good read here is Munchkin now, starting to feel that ideology that's coming from Liquid.
Double dash forward over towards Meteor, who will be taken out. Miniboo, that second layer, sprinting in, and Munchkin unable to make it happen with that judge in hand. Trailblazer cleared, Buzz tucking back, avoids a saturate, but they are just overwhelming them, giving him far too many targets. And this is where Team Liquid thrive. Shot goes wide, Izu taken down. And Team Liquid, what a massive round to rally back. The Stacks will get caught. Fantastically done from Liquid. So they're now just one away from tying it up, still a chance. That first little layer focusing on the people coming in from behind. Tries to chase down Miniboo, pays the iron price. Convergent path's now gonna be sent out. They're barreling forward, Buzz is here. A little bit of assistance from Munchkin, is able to find that kill. They're just dropping like flies now as Camo finds a second. Stacks right in the rope. Ooh, should have been dead to rights. Purple maybe staring at the minimap there. We'll get a Nightfall out of the enemy fade.
On the, retake attempt or the stop of the execute, that's an early paranoia from Munchkin.
Just trying to slow the approach and buy some more time for Stacks to get even closer. Munchkin scaling his way up through the stairs. Stacks now striking, able to find the one. Izu out from Garage, finds a shot of the Camo. Suddenly a player advantage here for T1, but they're not out of the woods. Still a ways to go. Lipo and Wayne could absolutely get this done. The hold, and Munchkin able to win out the fight now. Comes down to Wayne on the peak, shall fall. T1 closing out the round. Themselves now up to 6.
It got quite scrappy up by the tube.
Liquid, if they want to collect these, it's going to have to be off the back of just shooting and tactics rather than the ultimates here. Zizu considering out a pop flash for himself, but we'll just go ahead, bound back in towards Vent. Smoke now fading and Camo gone. Meteor slotting forward into that smoke. Tries to get the snake bite out fast enough, but cannot, so Wayne gets the catch. In the end, a 3v3. Damage exchanged on both sides. Minibu's still alive for some entry power. Nats lurks his way forward here at A main. Stax, does he scale? The answer is yes. He's going on the hunt here. They will be able to find Nats once again. Now immediately going for the reposition as Munchkin TPs across over to screens.
Caught the timing, did Stax.
Still fast lane and a relay bolt. Minibu needing to put a lot of weight on his shoulders. Stax just keeping it quiet. Maybe trying to pretend like he disappeared back up the ramp. Now we'll start to inch around this. Sees the gun barrel, gets the adjustment, snaps on for the headshot. And Wei now has to do it all, but Stax continues to stand tall.
You're a little bit towards the overdrive potentially, but you have a pit.
Might have to contest the orb here, which they shall do. No, actually, they're just gonna go barreling right forward, but now this time it's Buzz posted up over the top. Not able to find that second kill though. Minibu turns around, gets the elimination, now has that Phantom upgrade. Damage onto Purple, but still able to fight. It's a big fight about to happen in Garage, and one that Nat shall win. Izu now alone. Lexa weapon in the dimensional drift, spots out the players, tucks back over to Ali, makes his exit. Minibu can go for the flank as Izu able to confirm the kill on the camo, turns up, and he takes Minibu so damn low, but he cannot make it happen. Team Liquid rescue the final round of the half.
Balanced in terms of their round win percentages on both sides of this map. They're at 59% coming into today, and they're basically right there, 7 and 5. I mean, you're expecting that again, and Izu gets 2!
Immediately shutting down Wayne and Minibu. Camo will be able to find that kill, perhaps recover the Sheriff if she's far enough forward. Stack's going to be watching forward for the moment. Would love to take that into his own hands, given that he just has the classic at the moment. And he will be noted, as will these players in mid. Camo just backpedaling. Stack still with the classic, and now scaling forward, pushing past as well. The Prowler will be able to confirm it, and Stax drops away out to safety. Separated from the rest of the squad. Meanwhile, Purpo still tucked away, hearing these footsteps. Munchkin gonna try to play his team in.
Spike down.
Buzz will find the headshot, collects a spike in mid-air. Now dropping down, 3 players alive. T1 want to stretch this lead even further with another pistol win.
Really nice mid-rounding here from T1. Let's see if they can convert.
Ammo around the back. Is it red? Buzz seems like he's got an idea of it, but can he win the fight? Shots flying, tags him low, takes him down. Final shot to the chest to go ahead and confirm it. Now it's down the Nats. Captain, the leader, the danger man himself, spotting out the first, trying to play this patiently, but eventually has to pull the trigger and will catch Meteor by surprise. Finds himself at the moment surrounded. Buzz still with a paint shell. Just lob that in, but goes for the peek, sends it out. And the time is now away from Nats. Could try to play for blood, try to play for some ult charge, but it looks like T1 are just not going to give him the opportunity. And will get taken down. Buzz will find himself a third to try to fast track that showstopper as T1, they make it up 8-5, but the question again.
Meteor going to challenge this.
Minibu holding close. Meteor on the swing in, gets the spot. It's going to be minor damage suffered, and wall will fall, and he's just going to be overwhelmed as Purpo collects that kill. Sneak bite out into Mail. That's trying to slow down this approach. Absolutely massacre them. Turns to the pop flash, and Buzz gonna be struck down. Clone going in. They're barreling forward, and Nats is still able to find another. Stax stunned up, saturated in position. Gets caught, and now it is just Munchkin left standing, and not for very long. Damn clean in the anti-bonus, Team Liquid. Do they have any idea how quickly Team Liquid has taken that space outside of B?
Right. I mean, you were gambling that this was going to be Team Liquid's strategy.
I think a gun barrel was spotted. Purpo! 2 quick kills! The duelist's gone! Izu and Buzz both shut down, and now reinforcements arrive as Nats gets himself into position. Paranoia coming through, but he plays it close enough, and Purple gets a third. On for an ace! Has the 4th! Can he find it? No! Wayne will steal it away, but Team Liquid absolutely shut down T1.
And this is just a better macro read from Team Liquid. T1 is expecting pressure at that same position that Liquid has been showing it round after round. It's the conditioning here. And they're just thinking, okay, you know, a lot of what Liquid has been doing is if it ain't broke, they'll just keep going into that well. Just so crisp.
He's Purpo looking like Kiko, the way he's tearing apart a Pacific team at ramps. Munchkin getting ripped to shreds. Meanwhile, Camo looking to try to hold things here at Garage. Little dash away. Munchkin eventually will be able to find a kill as Minibu falls. Weapon collected, but it's down to 22 health. Himself TP'd up. Saturate going to be lobbed in. Catching on the buzz. Camo on the peak. Able to find Munchkin. That's that weapon gone. Swings the corner. Stacks able to collect one. Wayne is fully flashed up. Someone has to kill him. And eventually, Stacks will be able to do so. And somehow, Team Liquid currently at a player disadvantage as Purpo needs to do it all again, and he cannot. It's a MasterCard thrifty. T1 maintain a 3-round lead.
That's madness from T1. They invest the Showstopper and the Nightfall into that round. They don't get much value out of either, and they're still gonna win it. Oh, Stacks there just at the very end, able to get it. Meteor tucked in under a rope.
Trailblazer had already been invested earlier on, so won't be able to scout this here, but now they know the operator, but that's also to try to play Purpo into this position, but the Dimensional Drift will go ahead and reveal him, and Minibu on the re-peek finds Meteor. Blind coming through, sprays flying, Purpo eventually gonna fall at Izu's hand. Peek in, just a clone being found as relay bolts get sent out. Minibu just trying to delay as best as he possibly can, but Izu hits a belter of a shot as Camo will also fall. Sent out the conversion path, which is not getting the catch that he wanted as Izu holds down the ramp. Now it's just Wayne out from screens. The 1v4, and given the money, he's just got to back away. The operator, a lost cause, a lost weapon. Just dead on the site. Peeks in for one. Reads Munchkin's rescaling, and he's gonna look to try to use the op against him. He's never been known to be much of an opper in his history. So we'll swap to the shorty instead. It's T1, 2 rounds away.
Or excuse me, the Outlaw. Pass it over to Munchkin again with the sniper.
Flash lobbed in, but it's slow scaling off the back of this. But Izu planting his feet, Minibu unable to flush out that Yor, but Wayne eventually will be able to do so. 2 kills gonna be found. Exchange for the one, a weapon now gonna be scooped up. So Munchkin immediately TPs over to A main. Purple nearby, just with the Sheriff in hand, stammering over towards Vents, anticipating potentially this rotation from Meteor. Now looking back over into main. Munchkin continues to push forward. He would get timing, but he pulls off the angle, but now has the spot. He's got the information. The question is, can he avoid being timing by Meteor, who's just around the corner? The swing coming in, and he cannot. Meteor collects it, but then quickly gets traded back. Meanwhile, Stacks going to try to get into position to try to intercept. As Munchkin once again is just going across the world. Stacks asked to be the hero once more as Liquid start getting the read. Nat's the first one, pushes forward, but Wayne continues to bail his team out.
He doesn't have time. He has time to get the plant, but they're right there.
Very close by. They hear these smokes blooming. The plant on the corner. Paranoia going to be lobbed through. Munchkin, no more util, and Wayne will find him. A 4K to keep Liquid alive, denying a map point from T1.
It's patience here for Team Liquid. You know, with that mid control that they're able to establish, they're able to quick counter flood T1 at the beginning of that round. Then Munchkin just, you know, with the time when he decides to go all the way around the world, Liquid's got a good read on it. This time Stacks not good for the heroics. It's been tremendous, but Wayne coming alive there with a big round.
Get refocused. Eyes on the prize. This is still winnable for Team Liquid. Especially with that happening off the rip. That's your lurk. That's that A-side pressure alleviated immediately.
Meteor just cannot find anything. Nats.
Don't think he will have spotted anything there. Not a pixel showing, so Buzz does get slotted forward. It's going to be the bite on a timing. Quick little jiggle peek, but now Buzz's position going to be known, but he's able to find Camo. Actually behind Minibu. Nats, however, still going to be a menace as Minibu goes sprinting forward, gives his life for the kill. Munchkin trying to stand tall, but gets knocked to the wayside. Team Liquid whittling away at the economy of T1. They are 2 rounds from tying this up.
They're Gonna stack up, but I look at the lean here, the strong side for Team Liquid. It's right where it needs to be.
Flash in, relay bolt to delay, and Buzz is just out in the open as Munchkin falls to the counter spam. Spike still on the floor, Meteor trying to push his way forward through mid, but Nats has him dead. This timeout is not working a treat, not at all for T1. Stacks and Izu would have to work an absolute miracle, a 2v5 conversion. Swing in, takes him low, but cannot take him down. Nats still standing, now healed up. Meanwhile, they're still gonna be hunting. Stacks just cresting that corner fast enough to not be spotted out. Has to contend with Camo first, but there are so many sharks in this water. And he shall get bitten. It is a flawless Team Liquid. They want to bring this to an end 2-0.
An immaculate execute for T1.
Izu scouting forward, Miniboo trying to just challenge up close and personal. Immediately going to be shut down as Meteor comes away with 2 quick kills. That's still here on the side. Izu TP'd in towards back.
Here.
Setting up a pop flash for the players to go swinging. Clone goes across, and now they know his position, but Nat swings out to his demise. Camo able to find the trade. The 2v3 with a pit in their face. Camo and Purpo having their work cut out for him, now just a ladder. Seems like the pacey hit from T1, maybe working some magic, but Purpo still wanting to fight for this. Looking for the first, finds it, Buzz gone, anticipating this presence at Garage, but both players still lingering within that pit. Does he just make his exit? He's trying to check every which way. Nothing seen at Alley now. Noise going to be made, and Meteor will strike him down. The 3K from the Viper. T1 managed to get themselves up to map point.
Stacks a couple away from a Nightfall, so you've got some ult cycles in your favor, but Team Liquid dangerously close.
No, they really are, so they can hold on for this next round. This could be massive for them to push it into OT. Buzz looking for the entry. Wayne, however, striking from behind. Meteor gone. Showstopper will connect. Miniboo going to be taken down. 3v4. Purple down to 22 HP. He's holding it, screens. The swing coming in, and Nats dispatches both duelists. The bite layered forward, he could just drop the pit here and now if he wants to, as there's the dash in, and Stacks will be good for the 1 kill, but he cannot get the follow-up. Team Liquid continuing to fight back, continuing to persevere. Purpo ready with the Trailblazer, a single kill gives him the Seekers. Could be a tell-all for now. See that Trailblazer taken down, a Prowler gonna be exchanged. The Nightfall now gonna be going through. Purpo pushes out and Miniboo is there. Buzz shut down on the entry. And already it feels like T1 are scrambling. Camo gets in position, watching towards Mail.
And Wayne, though, he's right behind Meteor.
He's on the hunt, and I don't think they're gonna get a read of this one. He's not making a lick of noise. Meteor, however, makes his way out into mid. There's the gun barrel spot. Munchkin barely manages to find that kill. TP forward, is able to grab the weapon, has the regen armor as well. Healthy enough, but 3v4 now. The pit still stands, covering Garage. As Purpo drifts across down over towards the top of ramp. Munchkin looking for a timing, but it's going to be Purpo who is rewarded. Turns back the Seekers, immediately invested. T1 sprinting right at him. Have to clear these out, and the time is basically already gone. Miniboo ready to intercept, swings the spike on the ground. It's over. We're going to overtime. And scaling forward, gets himself tucked in. Pawn gonna be going through, and Nats collects the kill. Stacks dead. The A site now broken open. TP across, but pushed forward into the smoke, and Meteor is there, able to collect the kill. Now scales up even deeper into heaven, and Miniboo does not register him at all. A push and pull across the map. A player down, but Team Liquid now creeping their way back across towards B. Buzz watching from stairs, opening up with a spray, and Camo is the one that bites the dust. Munchkin at back sight. Okay, send out some shots, but they don't connect. The purple continues to pound. 3 kills for him. The Sinker's built up, and now it's just Izu. Armorless. A 1v2. Flash towards Ali, scouting, nothing. The drop down, Wayne posted up above, but it's purple to collect them all! The 4K for Liquid to gain the lead and match point!
And purple is perfect for Team Liquid in a couple of big rounds. Right there on the Munchkin, Meteor tries to swing, Buzz just a little bit late behind it.
And now T1 need to manage to do what they barely were able to do at the end of regulation, which is win on this attacker's side. But that is a great way to start. He's catching Nats on a jiggle peak timing. He tries to get a snake bite out. Purple, however, he wants another round of Seekers in OT.
Yeah, and T1's looking for the extra layer in that mid approach, but nobody was there. They were late. They were trying to suss out Meteor, trying to punish him.
Triple peak potentially in the mid.
Yeah, this delay might have thrown T1 off on their read.
This could get messy very quickly as there's the spot. Buzz trying to align for the kill. Eventually he's able to find him with purple on the swing. Finds that kill, but Izu comes away with a third dimensional drift now online. Sprints forward, calling purple's location. Just dances around him, drawing the attention. This Meteor gets that headshot now. Camo, the one asked to be a hero, the one asked to work a miracle to try to bring this series to a conclusion. Otherwise T1 to find themselves reset. Spray will not connect. 13-13, we keep going. This time though, a changeup, no glass cannon. And it's gonna be a triple walk down mid, but look at Liquid. They're poised to try to clean this one up, but it's gonna be T1 coming away with the lion's share of the kills. Both duelists gone, just Wayne and Nats.
Shadows traveling.
To see if they can get a 2v3 conversion from here.
The fact that you're able to come out of that with an extra player as T1 is so huge right now. You're still hanging on to a ton of util.
Swing in, the spot out. Have to suspect that they're not going to be playing alone here, but they still want to check for a flank. Peek in the mid, nothing spotted now. Smokes shall bloom. Spike in play. Very much a world where TL manage to make a go of this, especially as Munchkin gives him a freebie. Feet spotted on the TP down, Nats immediately brings it now into a 2v2. Wayne still around the corner, the smoke, blooming the push in. Gonna have to come in, and Izu will fall. Looks for that transfer, cannot find it, stacks. Against an old nemesis, an old thorn in his side. Finds himself in a 1v1 to try to get this up to map point once again. The smoke falling, and Nats stands tall! Getting closer, 4 players about to ride the ropes up the top, out of the sewers. Munchkin still on that deeper approach as here comes the swing. Purple, a couple shots, they end up going wide, but he's still gonna be good for the kill. Some minor damage found on the sacks as well, but in the end, a trade. Smitty Boo, quick jiggle, gets the spot on the Izu. The plant coming in, Buzz, one away from a showstopper. Two screens, one at heaven, one at ramp.
Munchkin's so deep. Trying to bait him out.
Just trying to outpatient this. Izu as well, watching the main, but now the push coming through. They're making their way out onto the site, and Wayne from on high, able to find that kill. Nats from elbow, comes away with it. Showstopper gonna be thrown out, but doesn't get the catch. Munchkin now, last one, but he cannot make it happen. 15-13, Team Liquid change up the comp, and they rattle T1, taking them down in 2-0 fashion.